Ben Stiller starred in his breakthrough hit There's Something About Mary in 1998, his next few movies underperformed at the box office. 2 years later, he was back with the blockbuster comedy Meet the Parents. His follow-up, Zoolander and the Royal Tenenbaums, both got great reviews. Then Ben teamed up with Drew Barrymore for Duplex. Critics and audiences condemned the choice, but would Ben have better luck with a girl named Polly?
Polly Prince.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's coming back to me.
Really?
Yeah.
In January 2004, Ben teamed up with Friends star Jennifer Aniston for the romantic comedy Along Came Polly. It wasn't the first time the two worked together, and Jennifer clearly hoped it wouldn't be the last.
I can't get through anything without laughing. He's amazing. And when he did our Friends, the show, had the same problem. Couldn't get through a take without cracking up.
In the movie, Ben plays a risk assessment specialist. It was a part his director thought suited the comic actor to a T.
I think everybody sees actors differently, and especially directors. They have a sense of what they can see. And John sees me as a neurotic germaphobe, which I think it's a compliment, really. There's nothing wrong with neurotic germaphobes.
As it turns out, Ben would have germs and rabies to worry about after being bitten by his furry co-star.
There is some footage that exists of a ferret clamping down.
No stitches or anything, no.
He got blood. I mean, no stitches, but he got in there. Yeah, he got in there. A rabies shot, I think, for Ben.
I was told the ferrets don't bite, and the ferret
All day
bit
long,
me.
that's all the woman kept saying. He doesn't bite, he won't bite, he won't. And then,
You know, the
Sorry.
ferret turned around and bit me.
Yeah,
Just
I
I was
feel
holding
really
it up, and
bad
he
for
like
you.
turned around and clamped onto my chin and didn't let go.
And blood was drawn.
Blood was drawn. I had to get a rabies shot. I'm not really a fan of the ferret.
we don't like the ferret.
At the film's premiere, the star was still nursing a grudge.
And I'm spearheading anti-ferret legislation in this country.
Fortunately, Ben still had plenty of two-legged fans on hand.
People like Ben Stiller's, reminds me of the, Charlie Chaplin type physical comedians. They just tell a story. They're all people that tell a story, and they tell it with comedy, and they're very good at it,
Everyone knows that if Ben Stiller's in a movie, it's gonna be hilarious.
There's something about the kind of parts that Ben plays that no matter how hard of a time you've had in your life and your romance, he's gonna represent a way to have fun.
Even if it's just walking a press line with wife Christine.
Are you two opposites?
Yeah,
Yes, I think so.
Right, yeah. Christine's Muslim and I'm Baha'i. So we come together in a
There
way
it is.
that's just, we feel it's good for everyone.
And you're both crazy.
Yeah.
Very crazy. Also a bit on the crazy side was his adaptation of the 70s TV hit Starsky and Hutch.
Do it. Do it.
I grew up watching Starsky and Hutch. That was, I was the sort of the target demographic. So for me, it's just like, it just feels like it's comforting to watch. I love watching those guys and the car.
The movie was played for laughs, but for co-star Owen Wilson, there was a real danger on the set. Namely, Ben.
Ben's a terrible driver. He grew up in New York City. He took taxis and subways. He never learned to drive. In this movie, he insisted on driving. He almost killed me. I was terrified.
Insisted on driving because it was in the script, and just because I grew up in New York City doesn't mean I'm bad. Just because I didn't grow up, on a farm or wherever you grew up.
Ben, you didn't know the
hay.
difference between a power slide and a 360, okay?
So
you
what?
Didn't...
I learned it. I learned the difference, and now I can do it.
He's worse than a horrible driver because he thinks he's a good driver. And Owen was really, legitimately freaked out when Ben was driving.
But it's not like the two friends didn't have lots of fun on set.
Ben will crack me up in a scene, but more just in real life, kind of watching him on the set. And he's slightly up and down personality. And so I can relate to kind of so when Ben's in kind of surly, down mood, that kind of cheers me up for some reason.
And when Starsky and Hutch premiered, the bantering spilled off the screen and all over the red carpet.
He's not a good driver, but I've been able to get over it.
Owen's fear is palpable in life. It's just the way he approaches life, and I think he transferred that into the passenger seat, which affected my driving.
The guy doesn't know how to drive. If you see this guy coming down the road, run or pull over.
We'll definitely make sure to steer clear of Mr. Stiller. Well, buckle yourselves in, because when we come back, Ben opens up about one of his biggest hits to date.
There's intrigue, there's sports, there's romance.
And later, we take you front and center to the red carpet premiere of Ben's latest film, The Heartbreak Kid. It's all coming up on TV Guide Network, America's TV headquarters.